Oh, Bowmasters. Oh, do it, do it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a test recording of me, GXLim, playing some Vintage Cube on Magic Online. Who am I? I'm a nobody. Why does it matter? It doesn't. Let's just have fun and play some Cube. Let's get in there. All right, we got some people in the queue. We're going to wait for a moment here. Forgive my voice. I just got out of being bedridden for 3 days with a horrible flu. Probably COVID, but I survived, so here I am to bring some content to nobody's eyes. This is a tech test. I don't expect anyone to watch it. One more person jump in the queue here. We'll be firing it off any moment now. Get some tunes going here while we wait. All right, what do we got here? My long streak of never opening power continues. Didn't even open any good cards. The best card here is like Reprieve, Deluge, Plateau. Gosh, this is pretty bad. Reprieve, I don't know. I don't love this pack. Could potentially end up Boros of like Aspirant Wheels or Plateau. Probably not going to happen. Well, we'll see where it goes from here. Let's take a look at who we got at the table here. All right, sitting to my right, we have Ultra Mudkip. Passing to him, Rubik's the Cube. Being passed to by Toxic Cat, Pinkochan, Red Wizit, Bad Puddin', and Ninja Jeff circling around the table there. All right, what do we got here? We got Oracle, Titania, Mox Diamond, Lelia, Duress. I think out of all these, I like Duress probably the best. I have a little white black disruptive aggro thing I could do. Otherwise, I'm looking at maybe just taking Adeline. I don't know. Duress is so much better. Mox Diamond, Reprieve doesn't exactly seem that great together. I'll just take the Duress and move on. All right, here, what do we have? Still not a whole lot great. There's Tezzeret if we were doing artifact things. Also Zerta if we were doing monumental things. Not a big fan of Sneak Attack. Could just take Cut Down. Cut Down seems pretty fine, or even Mana Tithe. Snappy. Vindicate feels a little slow. I could take Voice of Victory. Am I closer to wanting to play Duress or closer to wanting to play Reprieve? I feel like Voice of Victory is very good in the Boros deck if you have Gut and Bombardiers and all those, but if you get to that point where you have Gut and Bombardiers, like, you're already kind of doing it. I think I'll just take the Cut Down and see what happens. All right, here we have some opportunities here. We can take a Lurrus, and we can even companion it. Could also take a Currency Converter. Get Lost, I don't mind terribly, but yeah, let's take Lurrus. See where it goes from here. See if we can make a little Lurrus action happen. Follow it up with a Smuggler's Copter. Okay. Potentially wheel Unexpectedly Absent. Bauble. Bauble's perfect. I wouldn't mind some ways to buy back the Lurrus. Unearth, Exhume, potentially Path of Exile. Path to Exile would be great, but you just locking in a first Bauble when we have the Lurrus is pretty important. Voidwalker is also great. There's a Sword of the Meek if we want to get the sword combo going, but I don't necessarily feel like I need to be looking to splash blue in my Lurrus deck, and Voidwalker is just a fine card. Alright, I'll keep going on the train here of taking cards that allow me to companion Lurrus. I'll take a Caustic Bronco, nice little one. The Luminarch Aspirant did wheel, which is nice because we're not going to be competing too much for the white weenie side of things. So now we get the Adeline back. I kind of want to companion the Lurrus. I could just take the Adeline and not play it and give myself at least the option. I don't really see myself needing like a Blooming Marsh or Twisted Landscape or any of these green cards really. Grab the Adeline for now. We could take a Vindicator or Mana Tithe. I feel like we're going to want some more higher cost non-permanents. So I'll take the Vindicate over the Mana Tithe. I guess we could take a Triome in a pinch, but probably not going to play that quite yet. Non-zero chance we end up playing that. Oh, Hexmage and Dam. Hexmage could be interesting against walkers and stuff, but I think I'm just going to take the Dam. And an Airtime. Well, sure. Never had this card in a deck before, but I guess it does things. Mindstone's nice. Stoneforge could potentially get there, although the equipments that we'd want to play in the Lurrus deck are kind of going to limit us to like Jite and End of List, maybe Skull Clamp. In essence, we're not going to be playing Caldera. So that being said, we really first pick a Mind Stone. Maybe Wings of Advantage. Okay, we could take Damnation. A little awkward if we're playing aggro and we're playing like multiple potential Wraths. We could take Mesa, which is our first fetch, and also can at least fetch a tapped black for now, but might get better. You could even potentially wheel this Blood Crypt to give us an untapped black. Then we'll see if this Stoneforge is still around later, in case we end up wanting to pick up a Jite and a way to find it. Well, there's the Jite that we were talking about. It's also Emperor of Bones and a Demi. But yeah, let's take the Jite. I wouldn't mind wheeling this Concealed Courtyard. Alright, now Concealing Curtains I like. Lingering Souls I like. I'm not going to play Endurance. So between Lingering Souls and Curtains, that's interesting. I'm actually not sure which I'm supposed to take. If I'm going to be operating on fewer lands, they're both kind of still 3 mana to be relevant anyway. Sometimes I could discard the souls, use it for 2. Let me start. You know what? I'm just going to take the curtains because I feel like fewer people are interested in souls. And I might be able to get them both. Oh, Snuff Out's just amazing here. Like that. Potentially could end up with a Portable Hole or Ephemerate. Can't imagine necessarily wanting Ephemerate. Lose Prismatic Ending, Unearth, Shadowy Backstreet. Prismatic Endings aren't going to be that strong. Unearth is a nice way to get Lurrus back. Lurrus isn't even doing that much yet. We need to find ways to make Lurrus good. But yeah, I'm going to take the Unearth for now. Maybe we could pick up some more Spell Bomb type things. Lion Sash is a nice one. There's nothing else in this pack that I care about. Pick up some Graveyard Hate. I don't think I'm playing blue for Bossum. Well, Scholar seems fine. Yeah, the thing about trying to companion this Lurrus is, like, I'd love to take a Wandering Emperor here, but I'm just going to take the Tidal Scholar over it and hope that Lurrus is good enough to merit that. Oh, nice. Now we get Giver of Runes, Nethergoyf, and Mokti, but I'm just going to take the Giver of Runes here. And then Stoneforge and Mindstone came back. We have the Jite, so let's pick up the Stoneforge now. It's just like another way to find the Jite. Also make future Skull Clamps all the better. Now we have a Demi and Concealed Courtyard, and Urborg for whatever that's worth. Also, Magda's not a 0. Let's take the Ademi. Could give us a little play against control decks and anti-sweeper tech. Alright, Soul's Wheel, that's excellent. All of these white cards wheeled. Nobody wants to contest for them. I don't think we're doing much with Ephemerate. We could reset a Curtains or something. But yeah, let's just take the Portable Hole, I guess, and probably just put it in the sideboard. I'll take the back street. Hello? What's going on down there? I'll take advantage here, just in case that becomes a thing I want to do. Nobody's playing white at all, or just me. I like Deep Cavern Bat. I'm just going to slam this mother. Pause. See if we could wheel the Bleachbone Verge or the Bat. Maybe the Harvester. You never know. How's this deck looking? It's looking consistently medium. Versus going to need to go to the companion slot. Oh, I like Infernal Grasp and Bitter Triumph and Verdant. We already have one fetch. How are we looking on removal? We don't have a ton. Let's go to the board. The Bitter Triumph. Oh, Bowmasters. Wow. And DT. It's just the easiest Bowmasters. We got Bob, Knight's Whisper. There's a Depths. Do we have the Hex Mage? Oh, I don't think we took the Hex Mage, so we're not going to do any Depths Hex Mage stuff, but I don't love doing that anyway. We could take a Death. There's like another way to get back. What's his face? Lurrus. But I'm just happy taking Bob here. Just keep the value engine going. Bury our opponents in value because we're not really going to be burying them in power. Right here we've got Sam. Another way to potentially save Lurrus or just get back some value off of fetch land or something. To start making some cuts soon. Oh, Godless Shrine, that's nice. I wouldn't mind playing Cecil, but we're kind of loaded on mediocre playables as it is. What would be the next cut, really? Probably Vindicate. I mean, we could play 16 lands pretty easily. The only trouble would be getting Lurrus out, but we can do it over the course of a couple of turns. Guess we could always ditch the Stoneforge. If we ever draw GTA before Stoneforge, Stoneforge is just a dead draw. Let's see, what's the chopping block looking like? Oh, Animate Dead. Value Animate Dead? That's really nice. I don't mind taking that at all over Oust and second Bauble. Yeah, I mean, really generate a lot of value potentially. I mean, we can never really balance in this deck. We can't play any of these threes. I guess we could take Imperial Seal, but probably not playing that. We got the Verge. And the Verdant. Okay. Pretty happy I haven't gotten a couple. Well, now we have Entomb. Entomb, Animate, Caustic Bronco, go. Is it too late to become a Reanimator deck? Just value Entomb? Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just trying to go under and through and outvalue people. Yeah, I don't know what this deck's really supposed to be doing. We don't have much disruption. I think we needed more in the Thoughtseize Inquisition space. Those cards just like so fought over all the time. Oh, we got another Bauble. How many lands can we cheat on? They will cut the Mystic. Get Entomb Lingering Souls. Entomb things for Lurrus to fetch out? Jeez. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like that great of a deck. If I'm lucky, I might be able to go 2-1. I don't know. I feel like Concealing Curtains, they're a big creature and animator or something. Yeah, it's not exactly clear to me how we beat any real good decks. What does this thing do? It just adds counters. Alright, what do we got here? We have a million 2-drops. We could play 15 lands. This is a 0. We have 2 3-drops and everything else is 2 or less. You know what? I'm down to run 15 lands here. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of each and a white. So this would be 10-10. 10-10 seems pretty good. All right, save it, screenshot it, and ship it. All right, here we are, ready for round one. We won the coin flip. Let's make sure we reveal our companion. Say good luck, have fun to our opponents. Hi.
Feel good?
Yeah.
Feel alright? Okay, just checking on you. You need anything?
No.
Alright.
Good night. Let's keep this. Let's start with the surveil land. So we can find some action. That is indeed action. We will keep that. You may go Red Wiz 1. Mountain. Ragavan. Yikes. Well, I guess this Ragavan's going to die one way or another. We'll see which way it happens to be. I guess it's going to be this way. Fair play. Very tempted to animate dead that Ragavan. I think maybe what we just do is spend 3 mana on Lingering Souls and hit for 1. And then next turn we could play Jitte and equip. And we have a whole bunch of bodies to equip it to. This should be a pretty good matchup for us from this position. We'll see what they got. Barrogoyf is something. Okay. So, Jitte. Equip to a spirit token. And send the flyers. And once we get these Jitte counters flowing, I don't know that the Sparrow is going to be too much of a problem. Might have to take a couple lifelink hits in the meantime. We could shrink it to, well, not small enough. I could have left one up to double block and shrink it, but that seemed incredibly risky. Next turn, I'll just have 4 counters on it and access to a demi and all other manner of stuff. Plus, they might give me something to animate dead. I guess he neither gave me something to animate nor himself something to rebuy. Well, the thing is pretty big. I do have removal that is appropriately sized. I think we start by sending the spirits, even the orc army. I don't want to set up blocking with curtains and a bunch of GT counters to take out of the Baragoyf. One can obviously have something, so we'll see how that goes. Childric Edict. Okay, I will sacrifice an orc army token. Pretty impactful play. I'm not sure why they did that. Alright, so we get a bunch of counters. So now, I mean, what I could do is I could reanimate the Ragavan or the Bowmaster. I could reanimate the Bowmasters and put the Jite on it, on the Orc army. And then it'll be big enough to block the Baragoyf. That seems fine and pretty risk-free. Even leaves me a mana to play out the curtains. Pew. Let's equip that there. Play this and go. So now, if opponent attacks, I'll just block it with the Orc Army token, pump it up sufficiently to trade. That's pretty free. That is not nearly as free. But I will use a charge counter here. Keep this up. Exile for this? Tali, okay. I think it's a 6/7 now. Man, I could have snatched the Italia out of his hands with the curtains if I went for that line, but how was I to know? Freebooter can take a demi, that's fine. Oh, it can't take a demi. Haha. Got him. Okay. All right, so now I guess we could flip this thing up and see what they've got going on. Emperor of Bones. Yeah, I actually don't want them to have that. I'm surprised they didn't cast it and eat my Bowmasters or anything. But as it were, opponent has one unknown card. I can make this a 7/7 Orc Army token, which is just big enough. Unlikely that I'll be able to shrink the Baragoyf and won't be accidentally growing it either. Just deciding if I want to hold up a demi or flashing the Lingering Souls. So can I have some mana to like move with Chite around and get some attacks going? But I also might just want to use that mana on Lurrus. Especially because they need to draw into removal for Lurrus. Let me start with the souls. And here I can actually I could trade the Revealing Eye for the Baraggoyf and all the GT counters. We had 2/3. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what I drew him into. Or he probably just doesn't block. Yeah, that's fine. The opponent has 2 unknown cards. We have a Lurrus hanging out in the companion zone. We're in fairly reasonable control of the game currently. Obviously, that could turn south very quickly. This is Vintage Cube. But a couple more hits with G10 and just take care of the Baraggoyf without him engaging in combat. It's an interesting attack. I don't fear the ninja, so take. Traversal Passage. If they played that on blue pre-combat, I would have blocked. Okay. I also drew lands. Okay. So now we can't block the eye. So let's send like this. I don't want to have to re-equip twice every turn. So we'll just send whoever happens to be wearing it. Okay, takes it. Move the GT over to here. Well, it's just dead to GT next turn. He wasn't dead this turn, was he? No, he wasn't dead this turn. But let's put Lurrus in hand. Play a land and pass. Okay. We will block the Baraggoyf. They come in. Oh, okay. Make it easy for us. Okay. So going into game 2, some kind of red-black aggro, maybe a tangential reanimator package. Could take this. Could take this. Is anything bad? Snuff Out has targets. We care about player draw for some of these life taxing things. I don't know. Is duress good? I don't know. I think I'll run it back. I don't know that I saw enough that would make me want to like replace duress with Lion Sash or something. We didn't even see a reanimate spell. We just saw Emperor Bones. Oh, we're about to find out if the duress keep was Grifter or Genius. Rakman? Manavault. Eek. All right. Let's see what we got. Did we get grifted? Oh. Well, didn't miss, but it's not nearly as threatening as I was worried about. So now they could double spell here. Ham and Ferric and Inti. Nice little combo. Would not mind getting the dam here. And I didn't take the damnation, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a big growing flyer. I'm going to need an answer for that. So now, I mean, we're not going to have a good block no matter what we play. If we play Aspirant, it could slowly try to grow its way to a good block, but he could just always stay one step ahead of it if he wants to. We could play Bob and try to find an answer quicker. I think that might be the better thing to do. Obviously, it could go really wrong, but I do think we need to find an answer for Cam and Ferric sooner rather than later. This is Get Trample, right? So we could jump block it for a few turns with Lingering Souls as well. FOMO has arrived. They're on 3 card types. Is this tribal? Kindred? Isn't that 4 card types? Oh no, it's an instant. Okay, that's still 3. All 3 card types. No cards in hand. Kind of all in on this team over here. Thanks. Need removal like exactly right now. It's not removal. That's also not removal. So we're just dead to him giving this trample in the air no matter what we do. Alright, let's go next. It's a pretty good start. Turn 2, Cam and Ferric plus Inti. Maybe we do want Portable Hole. Maybe Vindicate's just way too slow. Okay, we do have the Duress again. This is keepable. And we could Duress that Mana Vault if we see it. Petal, Tarfire, or Braid. So what are they going to do? They can do turn 2 Laelia, which we could just block with a Demi. Assuming they don't go like turn 1 FOMO, which I don't think they would do. So we could take away the Braid, I guess. I mean, is Tarfire that much worse than a Braid against our deck? Tarfire is just better than a Braid against. Oh, well. I don't want to lose my Cheat or something to a Braid. I'll take the Braid even if I'm like discounting his first burn spell sometimes, usually. Just in case he just doesn't use it for a while. I don't want him to end up abrading my artifacts. There's Mountain. Our Braid is gone. He didn't play the Petal. So now we go Plains and pass. And hopefully he goes like Lotus Petal, Laelia, and we flash in a Demi and block it. FOMO, okay. We've been had. He ditches the Petal, okay. Alright, well, good play, sir. Mesa. Think the first thing we play is probably gonna die unless he wants to kill a Demi, which would be stupid because it will prevent an attack. We can't. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to Laelia first, you can't do both. He wants to play some other 2-drop. If he wants to spend his turn Tarfiring, I guess that's okay. But I still want Bob to survive. He's got a very narrow window to kill Aspirant here, which means he has to take off his turn 3 a lot of the time. Or he just has Pyrokinesis. Okay, well. Starfire is gone. Okay, Laelia's here now. Swamp is here. So this can block FOMO. These can ban block Laelia. which I think I'm okay with. Because if we end with Bob being alive, and then I'm pretty happy about things. DRC is fine. Okay. One card. He drew a burn spell. So be it. Okay, either of these surviving means I'm already pulling ahead even without Bob. Get the Bronco around. To be honest, I prefer. I guess the biggest threat is the DRC. We'll sack the curtains here. I take the trade. I don't think I want to take the trade. I think I'll just erase this because I'll be drawing 2 cards a turn. And oh, never mind. Surprised he didn't attack there. Oh wow. This is gonna be really good for me. I'll saddle up Bob with other Bob. Wait, settle 3. Oh fuck. Shit. Alright, well, whatever. I guess we're gonna take all the damage. Nice. We took 0 damage. We'll see if they double block. Oh. That's game. Don't even save the life here. Get out of here. Right on out of there. It should be a concession. We'll see what they top deck. If the top deck can answer to Bob. It is not an answer to Bob. What does Bob reveal? Lingering Souls. A little painful, but good. Actually, do we want Lingering Souls or do we want Lurrus? Well, we can't even play the Lurrus. Yeah, let's just Lingering Souls and flash it back. We'll even send with Bob. I guess I could have done all that post-combat to give him less info. To be honest, I was playing a little loose because I was getting overconfident. So here, I think we'll take the block, preserve life total. That's right. Why did I attack with Bob? Oh, Bone Crusher coming. We do need to preserve some life because he's going to kill Bob. We're not in great shape to race, so we need to lean on the Lurrus plan. Oh, okay, he's not going to kill Bob. Okay. So Bob lives. Which hopefully means I can find some removal. Nope. Let's get Lurrus in hand. I'm just going to play Lurrus. I don't think we have time to like try to dodge a removal spell here. Here we're going to attack. We can't really play around things off the top of their library. We just have to assume that he doesn't have much to do better than playing a 4-3. And then next turn we'll play stuff out of the yard and start to hopefully win that way. Blood Crypt. This is lifelink, right? Yeah. I might have gotten a little too greedy here. Maybe we should have not been attacking. Should have just thrown everything in front of everything this whole time. Try to trade off Bob and all the birds with this, and then all the birds of the time. It hit a remove. That's a removal spell. It's a pretty decent one, actually. That's also a good card. Okay, so we're in business here. So now we can play Portable Hole, getting rid of this Inti. And then I guess we can play a Demi at flash speed even from the yard, right? Yeah, so we can attack with Lurrus here, which is great. So we need the lifelink. So we play a Demi out of the yard. That might provoke a concession. With like Giver of Runes. Okay. Right, we played a little loose there, but they got rid of Lurrus. Has the damage been done? We'll see. It's up to Bob now. Close game. Oh, that was not the draw. That was the draw. So what is the best way to do this? You animate Lelia, attack and start getting value. Destroy Bob. I mean, nothing in our deck kills us. The most expensive thing we have is Snuff Out. Be pretty ironic, but I think we just start with Animate Ted on Lurrus. And then we'll play a Demi to protect. All right, that's it. They've had enough. All right, well, little loose, little sloppy, but we got there. The Lurrus deck is pretty strong if you can grind it out. We get to grinding mode. I was skeptical of the ability to get into the grinding mode. I thought it would just get run over, but well, don't underestimate the little guys. All right, we'll see you for round 2. All right, welcome to round 2 with this Lurrus deck as I reveal my companion to my opponent. And we have probably not a keepable hand here, sadly. I'm on the draw. I do have 2 1-drops, but we're playing 15 lands. I think it's a little bit too risky to keep this. I mean, even if we hit, we're going like turn 1 Duress, turn 2. If we hit, that's actually a really nice curve, but if we miss, it's just going to be game over pretty quickly. I think with 14 lands remaining in the deck, it's not nearly close enough. This doesn't look a whole lot better, but I think we end up keeping this and putting away a swamp, and well, we're gonna hope we get there. Up against another red deck here. Going to be snuffing out any Ragavans. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, they tapped the red for that. That makes me a little bit less uh-oh-y. Okay. I see. I see. Actually, I don't see. Oh boy. They're going to show me, though. What is this? Voice of Victory. Plus another spell, I guess. I didn't expect the turn 1 Mox Soul Ring into turn 2 Voice of Victory. That is for sure. But I guess what we might just do is snuff it out, I guess. And then play a copter. Oh, geez. Okay, you got me. Any white sources off the top? Not exactly a white source. They get Nikori Steelcutter. I think we're going to be very dead very quick here. We had a very sketchy 6-card hand against what looked like a really oppressive hand from the opponent, which then looked like a very sketchy hand, which then again resembled a very good hand. So kudos to the opponents for leaving me utterly befuddled. Offspring Thundertrap Trainer, sure. Mana Drain. And Elspeth. Okay, yeah, I've seen enough. I don't think we make the portable hole swap that we made last time, because we are going to need Vindicate against those 5s that we were seeing. It's not clear what is bad in the deck either. So let's just run it back. And hopefully we have a little bit better of a showing. And hopefully our opponent not having double power in their starting hand. Show them the Lurrus. Alright, there's a keep. Unfortunately, we cannot. Yes, we can. For a second, I thought we didn't have a planes. I was going to say we can't mom on turn 1, but we can. Everything's fine. Let's go ahead and crack Bauble, and I know what you have coming up. Damnation. Well, that's a good one to know about. Abandoned Air Temples. Interesting way to play around Damnation. Oh. Mom down. Okay. I'll just keep the hits coming. Our old friend, Voice of Victory. Alright, let's see if Bowmaster's just going to claim his first victim here. Didn't want to show him that. Got him. Still had all these. So next turn, we probably just go Lutri into, or not Lutri, Lurrus into hand. And sit on Reprieve, Abandoned Air Temple. They play Party Thrasher, so they're not necessarily looking to Damnation. Oh. Well. Does that change anything? So, if we're going to have Damnation protection, does that mean we want to go harder? Could play a Demi proactively and saddle the Bronco. Doesn't really get us any more additional damage in other than what the Bronco flips, which are going to be pretty low anyway. I'd rather keep a Demi as a trick. In which case, maybe let's just attack with the Bronco, see what we see. And then, barring anything else, we can... Oh, yeah, I guess we play Luminarch Aspirant and hold up Reprieve. That seems like a good thing to do. Classic post-combat Luminarch Reprieve. Or what is his name? Luminarch Aspirant. Soul Blades has entered exile. Okay. Soulbinder. I guess we might as well reprieve that. We got nothing else going on here. Cut down's nice here. It's for Exacties. And then we're holding up a Demi for sure. So if we're holding up a, well, I guess we start doing this. Send with the team. Baubles, nice. Play Bauble. Crack Bauble. Damnation again. Play Backstreet. I'll keep the Unearth on top as like a backup plan for my Lurrus for way down the road if this game gets there. But it looks like we're already in grind them out mode. And now here, they probably Damnation and we just a Demi. Yep. They have Mana Tithe here. Well, they've seen enough. All right, on to game 3. They didn't have their powerful opening. I had another one of my average openings. My average openings and my powerful openings are very similar, which I'm not entirely convinced is a strength, but here we are. All right, Lurrus has yet to show up to this party. It would have been good if my opponent put up more of a fight there. This is a pretty sketchy hand. I mean, land heavy. Every land we draw for the rest of the game is a dead draw by a long shot. I think we have to mug in this. We're not super likely to draw lands. We have 5 lands, 6 if we crack the fetch. There's only going to be 9 lands left in the deck out of 32. But still, I don't want one of every third draw to be dead. Do I? No, I'm going to ship it. All right. I mean, I guess this looks similar, but same, but different. Get a little bit of reprieve or Voidwalker action on turn 2 here, whichever I so desire. This is another turn 2 contender. What you got? Mana Train. Yikes. It's a good one to know about. Now they're holding it up. Okay. Curtains. We'll play that later. Set on reprieve now. Who'll be the first to act? Duration. Nah. Now we can go Voidwalker Curtains, which should be pretty frightening for them. Just gonna make sure to get a swamp. Oh, we can't, because this doesn't get black. At least not untapped black. Right. So I guess we're gonna go Aspirant Curtains, and the Aspirant acts as a lightning rod of sorts. Or Bronco. Maybe Curtains Bronco. So we could put some pressure on them. Then we can't just sit behind Counterspell anymore. We're gonna have to do something. Fabled Passage. Okay. No blue mana up. But they got an Incinerate for the Bronco. Oh, no, Holy Heat. What? What did I see? Did it look like an Incinerate? Oh, they just had it all. Okay. Everyone's dead. Okay, because we very clearly drew it up, we now have the mana to do our next 2 spells. Once again, beautifully playing around Mana Drain. Maybe I should have put the counter on the Voidwalker. I always feel like Voidwalker feels like a bigger threat than Aspirant, but I don't have any ways to make them discard. And they might have guessed that by now. Mana Drain and 4 unknown cards. We're sitting on Lurrus in the companion slot. Not a whole lot else. Okay. That's a great draw. Well, I mean, Mana Drain notwithstanding. Let's maybe not run into any kind of flash creature. Instead, just start clocking. Okay. I guess we could have put Lutrine in hand, though. Whatever his name is, Lurrus. That was a mistake. Gonna be befuddled by my opponent not doing anything there. Flame of Anor, draw 2. Sure. sitting with a grip full of mana. Is there like a big fourth Aerlingus coming? That'd be terrifying. We don't have mana drain up here. I could flash Salmon, boost the clock up. Why are they holding up this mana? It could be the Airbender. I'm just gonna keep Sam in hand. Oh, now we have a Demi. Oh, it's the Wandering Emperor. That's fine. So I can Flame of an order to draw 2 off the Voidwalker. Oh, it's not a wizard. Not a wizard. Spider, human, hero. Not a wizard. No wizards. Okay. What about Lurrus? Lurrus is a cat nightmare. No wizards to be found. So if they're playing Wandering Emperor, I'll trade my Demi for the Wandering Emperor. And then what I could do is just Samwise back the Demi. Wow. Okay. That's the case. Now, are they just dead if I flash these both in? What's going on over there? What is their plan? Oh, they just have all lands in hand? Their Paragon is acceptable. Damnation. So if I Demi, they mana drain the Demi. I'm assuming. And I allowed all that to happen. And then I just Samwise back. I guess the Voidwalker? Oh, I should have waited for them to whiff on that mana. Fine. I don't think they could do anything with colorless. So now I can play a Serra Paragon off of this. That has a void counter on it. Sure. I also just beat down. Snuff out on Sam is respectable. So I could use Voidwalker and then lure us back Samwise. Actually, I could do a bunch of things. So I could lure us back. I could Voidwalker the Paragon the Samwise, and Samwise the Voidwalker. Let me start with Duress, I guess. See that the coast is clear. Oh, Fractured Identity? Don't mind having access to that. I think let's just get rid of this. To the Paragon. Cast the Paragon. Cast Samwise. Bring back Voidwalker. And grind you out with your own gears. Oh, Ring Bearer? Oh, level 2 Ring Bearer? Nice. We got there. A little tempting the ring to level 2 for our second match win. All right. See you in round 3. All right. Welcome to round 3 in this first ever Vintage Cube draft upload for me. This Lurrus deck is looking pretty sweet. We managed to tempt the ring up to level 2 while winning match 2. And let's see if we can get the trophy here. This hand seems fairly keepable. We have Copter to try to dig us to white. We have a pretty good hand otherwise, so yeah. Let's have at it. Again, no power in this deck. So we're going to have to try to win off of the merits. Oh, the old double bauble opener, huh? Show me everything. Well, neither of those are planes, but here we are. Urborg Library. It's a nice little combo. Okay, Cecil. We don't mind letting Cecil live for a bit. I could play Voidwalker, which might just get damned, but that's not a great use of their 3 mana. Wait, did they just not library? They libraried, right? They did, okay. It'd be crazy if they didn't. So yeah, let's... Well, no, because then they could just tap library and damn. That'd be a good use of their mana. So that being the case, maybe what we do is... Would we rather have them kill Bob or Voidwalker? Maybe I'd rather they kill the Voidwalker because Bob can fight library on that axis. I think they win a value battle against turn 1 library. It's going to be a tough proposition. Yeah, the Urborg is just putting in overtime here. Yep, so now we can go cut down and Bob. We did find white, so Lingering Souls will come alive at some point here. Do we want a Bob? We could go Copter, cut down. That's a better clock. We don't need the cards just yet, and this is more durable. Let's go Copter, cut down Cecil. And then next turn we have Bob plus hold Bitter Triumph. Attack with Copter. One pretty ahead of us on resources with this library, but we have ways of catching up on resources. Oh, maybe we can get an animate dead for that troll. Red were declared. Okay. I'd like to see that come in tapped. Don't necessarily love to see Dam there, but that's fine. Let's crew the Copter, get in for 3. We'll just pitch this Dam. Those look like they might be on a Reanimator shell. Yes, I would like to draw. Oh, that's a good one. I wish I could have tied Hollows Colored before making this decision. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Dam. Oops. I have instant speed removal anyway. And if they have Reanimate spell, I'm gonna be able to just nab it here. Tidal Scholar was indeed a good draw. Oh my goodness. They have much better cards than I do. Oh gosh, so what's their next turn going to look like? They can Shinobi. Well, they don't have a creature out. They can bolt one thing, like a deluge. Not time twisting anytime soon, that's for sure. They can necromancy the troll. So they probably go draw, hit a land, play land, necromancy troll, or play land, library, and then reevaluate the necromancy troll if there's nothing better. Wow. This troll very quickly turns into a shinobi. If we take the necromancy, then they go chain lightning into necromancy. We can untap Bitter Triumph. We're still kind of pulling ahead. Alternatively, if they deluge, maybe we take the deluge. Yeah, I think. Oh, this is tough. I don't want to get hit by this deluge. There's so much removal though. Let's take the deluge. We have an answer for the troll, but the library is still going to be a problem. This deck really could have used Strip Mine Wasteland. Okay, so starting with the chain lightning to get the deluge back. Interesting. And they drew a 2-drop. Brutality. It was in fact brutal. The chain lightning's gone. Now they have. Oh, duress. Now we could duress away the necromancy. It's pretty good. Now we go duress. Take away the necromancy. And now they can't get the troll back. So we can souls. Hit with copter. We're still protected from deluge by way of copter being a vehicle and souls being half 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot out, as it were. All right. Oh, animate dead. Huh. That is interesting. Now that we found love, what are we gonna do? No, now that we got rid of the necromancy, I think we could ditch this bitter triumph and get greedy and try to grab a troll. I think they're gonna have to react to the troll, which will slow them down from their game plan a little bit. It's an interesting game. I feel like I'm behind, but not out of it. I'm ahead on tempo. Okay, so they're on the flash in. Oh, they just want to Baleful Mastery the copter? So if they Baleful Mastery the copter, that's going to leave them with a lot less outs to deal with this enemy dead. In fact, they're gonna have to deluge to kill the troll. And then I can buy back the animate dead if that happens. Okay, I think I like this position here. If they Baleful Mastery the copter, not giving me the loot. Okay, so copter down. We hit with spirit token, and we just keep the pressure up by click on the right troll here, Troll of Khazad-dûm. Making sure we keep up white for Samwise. So troll comes into play. Now, if he wants to deluge it, I can buy back the animate dead on his turn. Provided he doesn't have a counterspell. So Baleful Mastery's gone now. Oh my god, just library is crushing me. Trying to fight through this library. Bonkers. One him to Turok. This is the deluge. Deluge for 5, going down to 6. Oh, Spellseeker. Okay. We're not deluging. Just going to get a straight up removal spell. Time Walk. You don't have blue up. Bone Shards. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. So now I'm going to hit you down to 7. a ring mirroring flying spirit token. Alright, so opponent's gonna have 2 turns here. They're gonna most likely be deluging for 5 on one of them. Leave for 4 down to 7. So I don't want to put anything more than the troll into play. I guess what we do is we animate the troll again. Actually, is there a spell we want? Do we have reprieve? Do we just... Huh. We actually just animate Dead Spellseeker to get reprieve? Just face up reprieve? I could get duress. That's actually really interesting. So if I animate Dead Spellseeker and I get duress, I can flashback Lingering Souls and duress away the deluge. Then they untap and they have like Time Walk plus Malcolm, which doesn't really get them back into it. Actually, I think I like that better. I reanimate the Spellseeker. Oh no, Duress is gone. Sorry, I can't do that. Duress is gone. So animated, I get back Reprieve. Then I can't flashback Souls. But they also can't really cast Deluge into a Reprieve. I can just leave that face up and they have to deal with my board. They go Time Walk, Malcolm, something. Or they just Twister. I don't reprieve the Twister. They go Time Walk plus Twister. If they go Time Walk into Twister, I'll reprieve. If they go Time Walk no Twister, I don't reprieve. Okay, I think I'd like that. Let me just make sure reprieve's not my sideboard. I didn't put it in my sideboard, did I? Yeah, so animate Dead on Spellseeker. And I go get reprieve. This is so stupid. I hit with all. All right. So you got to beat Lingering Souls from 7 through reprieve. This is the first deluge. Reprieve. Actually, never mind. Why did I think they had to deluge for 5 on a bunch of Lingering Souls tokens? The next level myself. Fine. So they Time Walk now. And then they get to untap and deluge again. Yeah, I don't know if this line was good in hindsight. If we animate the troll, and they're going down to 2 to wipe my board, and they're untapping here. They're at 2, but I have no board. So now deluge is down. And they can Twister, they can hold up Malcolm. So here I can go flashback, lingering souls, put Lurrus in hand. They want to go Malcolm into Shinobi, which I don't really want to happen, to be honest. Put Lurrus into hand. Flashback, lingering souls. I could have done that in a better order to play around Mana Leak. We'll play Mom. And then now we have a blocker from Malcolm, which is not even a chump blocker. So I don't get Shinobi'd. And then next turn, I have Lurrus to animate that again. And now they're without a deluge. Fire Covenant. Oh. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Alright, it's getting interesting. Alright, Lurrus versus the world. One little cat nightmare versus 18 cards, or 8 cards, a Library of Alexandria, Time Twister, Shinobi. Do or die. Wherever the chips may fall. A hard cast Shinobi, okay. Wouldn't mind hitting a removal spell off the top. What do I even have left? Well, I guess we'll find out. Oh, Verdant Catacombs is the answer. Okay. Alright, Lurrus. What is even the best thing to get here? Take Scholar and make sure he has no way to interact with Lurrus. What do I have left in my deck in terms of removal? Bitter Triumph is gone. Snuff Out. Vindicate. How worried am I about this Shinobi hitting? I guess I can just animate the troll. Let's see what happens. Alternatively, I could spell seek for what? Dam is gone. Bitter Triumph. Bitter Triumph is not gone. I could spell seek for Bitter Triumph. Oh no, Bitter Triumph is gone. Oof. Glad I'm double checking these things. Yeah, Bitter Triumph and Dam, those are the only ones I'd be able to get, and they're both gone. Get Unearth. Just gives me an extra chump blocker. Animate dead spells, your spell seeker, unearth my Tide Hollow's color. Actually, I don't hate that. Means I won't have unearth if Lurrus dies in the future, though. I'll just like take the troll. I mean, if he can't kill this troll, he's just dead, so I think I'm going to let the Shinobi hit me, too. I don't know, maybe Dark Title's color would have been better to finally turn off library. Well, I guess they're turning off their own library. Okay. They are off the library plan. I guess they could have forced Shinobi to hit if they really wanted to. Maybe they're trying to make enough blockers for the troll. Guess not. I mean, I'll make the block. How can I animate the Shinobi? Not that it matters. Oh, you should just be animating the Scholar this whole time. Just shocked Luris has been alive this long. Well, Time Twister's one way to deal with Luris. Let me go fetch a land. I don't know if that really accomplished much other than making me lose a life. Oh, Bowmasters. Oh, do it, do it. Do it. Do it, library. Whoops. Not like this. Not like this. It's poetic justice. Oof, that was a hell of a game one. I took a lot of clock thinking through these lines. What do we want? I mean, it didn't seem like that much of a reanimator. They're more of just like a Grixis, like, value good stuff deck. Did we not see good targets for Snuff Out? I don't think I really saw any. All right, let's put Portable Hole in. Let's try to play this one a little bit faster. Can't believe we won that game. Got libraried for like 20 years in a row. Well, sadly, it's one land away from being an amazing hand. This we will keep. Pretty good hand. Pretty good. I think we'll put away planes. Dress off the top. Turn off this upkeep stop. I like Scholar. We'll play from the opponent. Just run out Scholar. See what's going on. Oh, Malcolm. Okay, sure. Malcolm will not be long for this world. Grief, Tarfire, Ledger Shredder. Oh. We have plays. possibly for days. We take away the grief. Next turn, he just goes Ledger Shredder, Tarfire. Take away the Tarfire. There's an awkward next turn. The turn after that, he gets to grief. Take away the Ledger Shredder. And he goes Tarfire into Ledger Shredder. So we take away the Tarfire. We actually could punish the Ledger Shredder. Oh, we could punish the Malcolm pretty hard too. We could punish lots of things here. Shredder's in. Go Plains. And now, I don't want to lose the GT or the Bowmasters, but one of them is going to go. So I think it's going to have to be the GT, sadly. The Bowmasters is looking really spicy here. So if I attack with this, I can ping it. And basically Malcolm can't do anything anymore. Malcolm just sits there. He casts Grief, takes GT, and then I'm just hitting him with Copter over and over. And I sit on their temple. Alternatively, I could try to force the Shredder. I'm going to see if I can maybe get him to make a mistake. Because if he like somehow goes some spell off the top into Grief, and then I play Bowmasters, I'm just going to hardcast the Grief. So against the hardcast Grief, I'm just going to run out the Bowmasters. I'll kill Malcolm. And now he can take the GT. But we're still in fine shape if he takes GT. Oh, give her some nice draw too. We want to get Giver online. Not really great timing to do it. I'd rather just get this party started. I mean, not in a big hurry to kill his Grief either. I do want to use my mana. Yeah, I could put Lurrus in hand and Giver. Let's do the. Oh, wait. Oh, Aha. I can make this work on me bigger. Start with Copter. Then we'll send the Orc Army. Oh, I tapped wrong. Oh, no. Oh, I'm a huge buffoon. I tapped wrong. Shit. All right. And no, I didn't play the mother. Oh, everything's just gone tits up. Everything's gone tits up. Yeah, it's not getting any better. It's all right. We can rebuild. We have the technology. Oh, it was so bad. Yeah, it was really bad. I don't know if this is the same swamp they played already or not. I think I lost track of that. Yeah, I think I would double block. Get this grief off the board. Get a loot trigger. Opponent's got one card left. Gonna kill the Ledger Shredder, Plague Giver. Oh? Well, I guess it's not the swamp. Let's go, Ben. Interesting. Which of these connivers do I want to kill more? Start with this one. Oh, I guess I should have done this. You know what? It's fine. Might spend more mana on that. And then next turn we could Bitter Triumph that one. And then Lurrus claws us back into this game. Hopefully better than our opponent's top decks do. I certainly made this harder for myself than it needed to be. And I'm rapidly running out of time too. So I'm not going to be able to do much thinking, which might be a good thing based on how the last round of thinking went. All right, what do we have? Transform Goblin, sure. Everything is mayhem. Library, okay. I am aligned. A3 life, kill this. Back with everything. Go. Flash in Samwise for no value. Classic Orc Army Ringbearer. Draw for turn. Play land. Put Lurrus into hand. Back with everything. Go. And we start holding up Giver of Runes. We go Lurrus into Bowmasters, I guess. Oh, I guess not if I freaking tap wrong. Let's bring the GTA out, actually. Send these. Leave the giver back. Deluge. It's very good. Okay, that's very good. I guess I should have been on the Abandoned Temple. Yeah, I was going to say, should I have just been pumping and swinging? Because pump and swing would have beat Deluge on exactly that turn. Now we got to draw something. Unearth would be insane. What's going on? Waiting for server? Let me see Unearth. Oh, never didn't have it. Never didn't have it, never didn't have it. Never didn't have it, never didn't have it. Never didn't have it, never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. No, no, no. Why didn't I duress first? No, no, no. Never didn't have it, never didn't have it. Why didn't I duress first? Why didn't I duress first? Okay, now we're both in top deck mode for real, for real. I literally hit the nut top deck and I threw the game. It's unbelievable. Now let's dress you first. Fuck your lightning bolt. The Volporn Tyrant, huh? You have no way of casting Volporn Tyrant. All right, any sweepers? Oh, I've tried to throw this match so hard. Do I get rewarded for my incompetence? Yes! I win in spite of Lure. I mean, Lures wins in spite of me. All right, first recording, first trophy. We did it, despite, let's say, a salacious amount of tomfoolery. But yeah, this is a nice little Lures deck. It managed to outperform my incompetence, so it's always a good sign. Yeah, I'll take it. Nice little trophy there. Give my opponent the GGs. Sorry, I could have played faster and better. Or I'll just say faster. All right. Well, thanks to all 0 of you for tuning in, and hope you got a kick out of this. Bye.